Happy Friday, everybody. It's February 25th, and we're getting closer and closer to March Madness. But I thought this week I'd take a look at the IU Purdue game from Wednesday night. Boilermakers coming off two big ranked wins at home over Wisconsin and Ohio State. Stayed on that winning streak. They've now won five in a row, defeating IU 72 to 61. And like I feel like it's been said over and over again, the seniors making plays. Juwan Johnson, Etwan Moore making timely shots for Purdue. And even though they had big games, they got help from other guys. DJ Bird, Tyrone Johnson hitting three threes each. And those two and Ryan Smith combined hit 7 3-pointers, which is the difference in the game. They're supporting cast making big plays. Juwan Johnson was in foul trouble a lot in the first half, and even the second half, Matt Painter sat him. He trusts those guys. He trusted Tyrone and trusted DJ Bird to make big shots. And on last Sunday against Ohio State, that besides Etwan Moore going 7 of 11 from three, the rest of the team was 0 for 10. And for those guys to hit big shots against IU was huge. Kept their lead every time that IU made a run. Now, IU really never hit that shot that you thought they were going to get right back in the game, but they stayed within distance. They were always within about 6 to 8 points. They had it down to 3 at one point until Juwan had an and one, and IU just wasn't tough enough. We saw Jeremiah Rivers and Lewis Jackson get into it in the second half, but no toughness in the front court. Tom Pritchard, Bobby Capobianco just didn't really body Juwan. They picked up 3 quick fouls early in the second half, within about the first 45 seconds. And when the double team came, Juwan did a great job passing out of it. When it didn't come, he hit that fadeaway jumper right over Pritchard or Capobianco or Elston. He hit some big shots for the Boilers, and that was a big win because IU had a lot of hype going in that game. They had some students camping out for that. You kind of said since the atmosphere was one hasn't been seen in the Tom Crean era at Assembly Hall, and that could have been a program-changing win. The recruits are committed, but on paper, it's still the same old IU team. They're probably going to win 3 conference games, which they won 4 last year. And for a program to regress like that is not something that I think Crean wants to have happen. And they've only won 1 road game in his 3 years. And you got to think by the end of the day, this team is not even going to sniff the NIT. They probably aren't going to be in the CBI. And next year when Cody Zeller and Austin Etherington come into town, this is a team that's going to have to challenge for an NCAA tournament bid, or else IU faithful is going to be all over Tom Crean. It's a must right now for this team to try to find a win in one of those last 3 games at Ohio State Sunday, home to Wisconsin next Thursday, and to Illinois to close out the regular season before the Big Ten tournament. They need to find a marquee win, and they need to find it now. And if that doesn't happen, the calling heads are going to be after Tom Crean. Obviously, it's a 10-year deal. He's not going anywhere. But you need to start getting some wins, and this program needs to start getting themselves in contention for the NCAA tournament. Moving on to Purdue. What more can you say? Matt Painter needs to be in the mention of National Coach of the Year. Etwan Moore, Juwan Johnson, 2 of the top 10 players in the nation. Etwan Moore, he's not flashy. He's not the most athletic. He's not the best shooter, but he knows basketball. He hits timely shots. He has a knack for big plays. And Juwan just steps up. He's quiet, but he makes plays. And Purdue's got a great supporting cast. They're going to get a 1 or 2 seed. They have an outside chance of winning the Big Ten tournament. And without Robbie Hummel, this team can still make it to Houston. They could still lose in the first round, but at the end of the day, they could still make it to Houston. So we'll see what happens here down the stretch. And it's been Kevin Bowen for your weekly blog. And I'll be back next week, talk a little bubble. Thanks.